Neighbors say they're angry because they called 911 repeatedly before the shooting, but little was done to disperse the crowd. Steele called police after she heard the shots.
When we called them the first time, they should have came, made those kids go home. That's what they should have told them, to go home, break it up. I mean, can't they tell them that?
According to the city of Chicago, emergency dispatchers received more than 65,000 calls during a 24-hour period at the height of the unrest.
10-1, Dearborn and Adams, I got 300 plus people. They're fighting and throwing things. I got officers on C&E cars. Dearborn and Adams, zone 4.
A Thornton posted on Facebook, Chicago is in a death spiral and has quickly turned into a city that caters strictly to criminals who target the innocent. There is absolutely no accountability and there are no consequences, he wrote, for bad or even deadly behavior.
If you're still hanging out, I'm so glad because I have a surprise for you. Many of you may or may not know that I host a radio show locally in Chicago on an AM radio station, a legacy black AM radio station here in Chicago. And when Brandon Johnson, then Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson and Paul Vallis were running for the runoff for mayor of the city of Chicago, I actually had the opportunity to sit down and actually interview Brandon Johnson. This is an exclusive. You're not going to see this anyplace else. And here's the proof that I actually got an opportunity to sit down and talk to Brandon Johnson. But let's get back to Chicago. Joining us in studio today is Cook County Commissioner and Chicago mayoral candidate Brandon Johnson. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, what's going on? Good afternoon. It's good to see you, brother.
I know it's kind of hard to see right there. We didn't have that shot framed in the best possible way, but I actually got a chance to speak to Brandon Johnson at length for over an hour. And I asked him some really important questions about his vision of, he was running for mayor then, what his possible vision was.